Hi, it's Mine Crypto here. I hope we're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.
Today, we're talking about NXRA, ALLIANCEBLOCK. Now, some good news yesterday. KuCoin have released their token drop to its centralized exchange, trading around about just over 6 cents or so. So it's good. It's holding its own, which is brilliant. Now, today I've just been looking at some of its user cases, some real world utility. And I come across this Spain, a hotbed for cryptocurrency real estate deals, according to study. In a recent study indicates that Spain is one of the hottest countries regarding real estate offerings that can be paid with cryptocurrency. The report prepared by Forex suggests found that Spain is the country with the most properties available for crypto, then followed by Thailand, Portugal, and the UAE. So really interesting, because when we look at ALLIANCEBLOCK as a whole, it's basically TradeFi to DeFi, and ultimately this is the world that we're going to progress into, where we can use cryptocurrency effectively to buy our properties. So in a recent study made by Forex Suggest, which examines which countries had the most properties on sale for crypto, found that Spain was the hottest destination for real estate crypto investors. The study, which aggregated properties available in specialized crypto real estate portals, found that 289 properties were available to purchase with crypto in Spain alone. Now, we all love a bit of Spain, lovely country, very hot, and a lot of people from the UK tend to emigrate over to Spain for retirement or work purposes. It is a great country, although I love Portugal probably a little bit better because I like the culture. There is definitely a cultural difference between Spain and Portugal. So I found this quite interesting as well. So connecting the dots, looking at how ALLIANCEBLOCK will be used in the future. The document assesses the benefits and the problems that transferring a property for crypto might bring to both owners and buyers. Among the most important benefits is avoiding the associated costs of transferring and paying with fiat currency. And we know that's what ALLIANCEBLOCK does, TradeFi to DeFi. Among the properties described by the report are the low availability of mortgage lenders willing to accept cryptocurrency as a deposit, and a current stringent regulatory framework in countries like the UK, for instance, which might bring additional paperwork to the process. So the acceptance of real estate payments has been steadily growing, which we know over the next 5 years will continue growing as countries start to adopt their own CBDCs and their cryptocurrency overall. And obviously once regulations start to pop in, and we know that ISO 222 coins are going to start to filter in, and that legislation will hopefully kick in sometime this month. I think it was the 23rd of March, maybe the 21st, I'm unsure. But the acceptance of crypto and the real estate payments has steadily been growing, with several platforms opening the door to list prices in the crypto since last year. Now, this article was, let's have a quick look. I should have told you that to start with, was literally today. So really good. So this is quite new news, but obviously I'm linking it in with NXRA ALLIANCEBLOCK. So in August 2021, one of the first reported real estate sales paid in crypto happened in Venezuela, when an apartment was sold using Tether's USDT. In the same way, sales in Chile, Colombia were reported to be settled in Bitcoin last year. So at the moment, obviously we're future thinking when we think of ALLIANCEBLOCK, and this is ALLIANCEBLOCK's bag as such. So I just want to have a look at the information on buying property via crypto. So cryptocurrency is one of the era-defining technologies, next era, in the 21st century, and has been quick to make its mark on the world's finance and technology. Millions of people across the globe now own some form of cryptocurrency, breaking the boundaries of traditional fiat currencies and disrupting the global financial system. We know it's disrupting it because we know that currently the fiat world is trying to FUD the cryptocurrency world in a major way, because obviously they don't want to relinquish it in the US, but it looks like the rest of the world is moving forward. So while these digital currencies have become widely popular as an investment opportunity, there are still currencies like any other. There are now many ways in which you can spend cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum to purchase everyday goods and services. Now, so they're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Obviously, they're the main ones, and that's, how everybody, when you think of cryptocurrency, people always say Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, but usually it's Bitcoin. But eventually, we'll have players like ALLIANCEBLOCK that will be doing that, the KYC, the seamless approach, that permissionless, all the rest of it, and storing data so that information is securely decentralized and everything else. However, cryptocurrency is now starting to break into real estate industry where payment values are much higher than your everyday internet shopping spree. This marks a huge step for cryptocurrencies, a valid, useful form of payment, but just how has crypto penetrated the property market? So they produced a study and they've examined the prevalence of properties being listed as available for purchase with cryptocurrency, looking at the countries where this is most common. And as we look down here, we can see Spain at 289, Thailand 227, and Portugal at 130. I mean, these are all pretty much crypto-friendly countries as well. I believe probably Portugal is probably one of the most crypto-friendly countries, which is absolutely beautiful, by the way. Like I say, I've been there about 4 times. I think it's amazing, and the fact that it's crypto-friendly as well makes it even more inviting. And you can see the list here of properties that are available. Not a huge amount. I mean, we're at the very start. Blockchains like ALLIANCEBLOCK, NXRA will be at the forefront because that is primarily their bag, to connect that TradeFi to DeFi, which I'll show you in a moment. So countries where crypto properties are most expensive: Canada, United States, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Croatia, Spain, United Kingdom in there, Indonesia, Montenegro, and Panama. Another good country there is Montenegro. Not quite part of the EU, but in Europe, but a great place to visit. And then we've got the countries with the cheapest crypto properties. Now, obviously, we're waiting for a bull run. You never know. Everybody might be fleeing to these countries. So the Philippines is the cheapest, of 15 Bitcoin, Mexico 23 Bitcoin, Netherlands 26, Turkey, Japan, Portugal's in there. So absolutely wonderful. So it's quite cheap. So 34 Bitcoin on average for the cheapest. So Portugal being one of the cheapest at 34 Bitcoin. Now that is cheap. So as we said, it's up there as being one of the crypto-friendly countries, as well as having cheap properties as well, which is brilliant. Then we look here, purchasing property with cryptocurrency. You can see the pros: avoid additional fees and costs. And we know what it's like when buying a property. It's really, really expensive. Just buy in all the legal fees that come with it. Obviously, there'll still be searches and everything else that's involved in purchasing property, but it's going to be super quick and transparent bidding process as well, which again can take place on ALLIANCEBLOCK. The only cons is, at the moment, crypto volatility. I think as we move on, my personal opinion, as we move on in the future, things will stabilize, dependent on what happens with the market, whether or not CBDCs really roll out as quickly as what we want. So finding a compatible mortgage provider, I'm sure at that point, as with ALLIANCEBLOCK, will connect that TradeFi to DeFi and will fit that just nicely. So just looking at the pros here, so avoiding additional fees and costs. By choosing to pay with cryptocurrency, you can avoid transfer fees, which can be expensive if you roll it out to the whole industry. This will save a load of money, which can be particularly expensive when spending large amounts of money, such as purchasing the property. Then we've got super quick payments, which we know is near instantaneous. And then I'm really interested in this transparent bidding process. Another benefit of using crypto is that it allows for a much more transparent bidding process when attempting to secure a property for the right price. This is part of purchasing property has traditionally been seen as somewhat murky and opaque, with all the power in the hands of the seller. This transparency puts all parties on an equal playing field, allowing a fair, open bidding to take place. So, obviously, you said finding a mortgage at the moment would be quite hard, and obviously UK regulations are slightly more in depth. So if we look at the methodology, we want to explore the use of cryptocurrency to purchase properties in different countries. To do this, we use data from the crypto real estate, which we're going to have a look at as well, to find a number of properties listed to purchase with cryptocurrency. So before we do, I've obviously been on ALLIANCEBLOCK and had a look at some details regards to what is open finance. Open finance works in the same way. However, while open banking is focused on payment account data across retail banking, open finance is focused on wider financial services, including mortgages, investments, pensions, insurance, and credit. Now, this article was written in 2021, so we've moved forward since then, and we're progressing forward, but obviously compliance is really, really important here, and obviously as we start to build the compliance, we'll start to see these things taking place a lot easier. So ALLIANCEBLOCK, it's in their mind, it's in their thoughts, so bringing TradFi to DeFi, bringing the crypto industry into mortgages in the future, lending money, all the rest of it is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Maybe at that point, obviously tokenizing with the CBDCs will allow the banks to lend money from TradFi to DeFi for finance, and it's exactly what ALLIANCEBLOCK is all about. So let's have a quick look at the real estate. Now this will get your juices flowing. So the crypto real estate, I was just looking through some of the properties here. We've got Bahrain, we've got Mexico, we've got Greece. So Greece, we've got 91 Bitcoin, which is $2 million. Then when we have a look at Portugal here, right in the center of the screen here, we've got Torre de Lamero, which is only 13 Bitcoin. So $299,000. And have a look at this. Let's open that up and have a little look at what's available. You know, because ultimately this is why we're in crypto, because we want our investments to increase and that we make money. That's exactly why we're here. And you know, just a property there, $300,000. How wonderful does that look? Relatively large, not huge, but nice. You can tell by the weather it looks absolutely wonderful. So absolutely lovely. So what have we got here? 9 villas in private condominium in the seaside area with shared pool. 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, balcony, garden, built-in closets, central vacuum, pre-installation of air conditioning, probably going to need that. Closed condominium with garden areas, large swimming pool, children's pool, closed space. So, you know, this is hopefully all going to happen in the future. And this is, again, why we invest, because eventually TradFi, DeFi, we're going to be able to do all this. Well, I hope that gets your juices flowing and keeps you positive with regards to NXRA. I know I'm positive. And remember, please subscribe. If you like this information, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell because you'll be doing me a great favor. And I'll catch you later.